YouTube! If you are watching this channel right now, you already know you are spending some downtime with the meal. How are y'all doing today, man? I hope y'all are doing well today. Man, last Friday, Amazon Prime TV dropped the first 3 episodes of The Boys Season 2. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do spoilers with this. So if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to know some of the big stuff that happened, just go ahead and, stop the video, go watch it, come back, and when you have an opportunity to come back here, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the first 3 episodes, man. Anyway, before we get into that, gotta do the formalities. If you're new to this channel and if you like the content that I produce, hit that like button, man. It really helps out the channel in a big way. Also, subscribe so you can get this content whenever it goes live on the channel. Hit that notification bell and you will be notified every time I produce a new video. Now, we're gonna get right into this, man. First of all, I just want to say this video is not necessarily in the order of events that happened in the first 3 episodes. These are just things that I watched during the first 3 episodes that I thought was like, wow. These are moments that stood out to me. So if you got your own moments, let's talk about it down in the comments below. Leave a comment and we're gonna get into this. So just in case you don't know what The Boys is, The Boys is basically the answer to the question of what would happen if the Avengers were evil or if the Justice League was evil. That's basically what it's all about. And if they were controlled, they had their powers from like a drug called Compound V that a pharmaceutical big farm company was running. That's basically what it's all about. So in the first 3 episodes, I gotta say there were some interesting moments. There were some shocking moments. There was a moment I didn't really like, and I'm gonna get into each one of those. So I think the first interesting moment for me was seeing the degeneration of Huey and Billy Butcher. You know, at the end of the first season, man, they were really not getting along that well. And I think to a certain degree, I think that Huey was a little relieved when Butcher kind of went his own way. And when at the beginning of the first episode, no, at the end of the first episode, when when Butcher tapped Huey on the shoulder and he said, "Daddy's home," you could just see the look on Huey's face, man. He was like, "Oh my God, I cannot believe this." You just knew the gravity of like what that meant in terms of them not getting along, him putting his life. When I say him, I mean Billy possibly putting Huey's life in jeopardy with the choice and crazy reckless decisions that he makes to try to make things work. You just knew, you could tell by his face that it was gonna be crazy. Another moment I thought was really interesting was when Stormfront was introduced as a new member of the Seven. Is a new character this season. You know, Homelander is the leader of the Seven, so he has such a big inflated ego. He thinks everything revolves around him. So he goes to the CEO of Vault, Stan Edgar, who replaced Madeline Stillwell from last season after Homeland killed her. And, you know, it was just the interaction of Giancarlo Esposito, who plays Stan Edgar, who's this CEO of Vault, just putting Homelander in his place, telling him, because Homelander went in there and like, you should have consulted me while doing this. Why did you not do this? And Homelander was like, maybe I should just leave and let's just see what happens to Vought if I just decide to leave, And so, Stan Edgar, man, he just really puts Homelander in his place. He says basically something along the lines of, "The point is that you are under a misconception that we are a superhero company. We are not. What we are really is a pharmaceutical company, and you are not our most valuable asset." And he just went on this soliloquy, man, on just basically saying, you think you're all this, but you're really not. And you could just see, man, that was cool. I enjoyed that moment right there, because Homelander, man, that dude is a royal jerk. He is a first class jerk all the way. Yeah, I don't really like him that much. So it was good to see that. Another interesting moment was seeing the jealousy towards the end of the end of episode 3. You saw the jealousy building from between Homelander towards Stormfront, because Homelander, as I said, he's the one who always gets the spotlight. He gets the attention. He's the leader. He's in front of the camera, and towards the end of that, Stormfront killed Kimiko's brother, and that caused a big deal within the media, because they were like, hey, this terrorist is dead, and thanks to Stormfront this happened. And so you could really see the tension building towards Stormfront from Homelander. I thought that was really interesting at the end of episode 3. Shocking moments. Okay, here we go. So seeing Homelander push his son off a 7-story house, the roof of a 7-story house. So, Billy Butcher's wife went missing in the first season, right? And so it was revealed at the end of season 1 that basically she and Homelander had a fling, and they produced a son. And because that was his son, he has his powers. Well, they really hadn't been getting along, Homelander and his son. You can tell that Homelander's son is just kind of rejecting him, but Homelander, in his own twisted way, wants to spend time with his son. So he takes him over the roof and says, you need to start unlocking your powers. And so he just pushes him off the roof. And I was like, it looked like the dude had died or was seriously injured badly, man. But, he got up and he was like, I don't want to see you anymore. You're not my dad, and all this kind of stuff. And it lets you know just how sick and sadistic and how much of a jerk, like I said before, Homelander really is. Dude has issues, man. And if you've seen The Boys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This dude is not normal. He is not your Superman. He's not your Captain America. This dude is... He is sick. That's putting it really nicely. Anyway, another shocking moment, probably the most shocking moment of the first 3 episodes, in my opinion, was seeing, there's this part, I believe it's in episode 2 or 3, I forgot which one, but basically the boys are on this boat in the ocean. They're trying to outrun the police because they just, they just took down a police helicopter. And so then you see the Deep, he's on the back of this whale, and he's passing the boys on their speedboat on this whale. And so the boys are trying to escape, and they know where they got to go. There's this tunnel that they're trying to get to. And then the Deep takes this whale and passes them really quickly and is basically parked in front of the place where they're trying to get to. So Butcher, being Butcher, he basically takes his speedboat, rams it through the whale. But it wasn't that part that was too shocking. It was what happened after, when they show, it's kind of funny because they show Huey in the belly of this whale. After everybody else had gotten out, Huey's like, I'm good. Y'all go ahead. I'm good. I'm just going to sit here for a minute. I was like, wow. And then Mother's Milk comes in and joins him and sits in the belly of this whale. And he's like, well, if you're not going, I'm not going. I was just like, man, is this sick or what? And so the final shocking moment that for me was shocking, when you see Stormfront kill Kimiko's brother. And right before she kills him, she calls him an effing yellow bastard. Wow, they went racial in this, y'all. I was really surprised, but I didn't know they were going to go that far. That was surprising to see that. And so, yeah, that was like in episode 3, then near the end of episode 3 when that happened. So, the only thing that I didn't really like, I didn't like the scene where the Deep, his gills are talking to himself. I thought that was just kind of campy, kind of hokey. I didn't really I ain't really like that part. That was the only thing in the first 3 episodes I didn't like. I wish they could have done it a better way. It just seemed kind of silly to me. I don't know. And maybe that happened in season 1, but I don't remember. But that was the only part of the first 3 episodes that I did not personally like. Everything else I thought was interesting. It was intriguing. I cannot wait to see what transpires in the next 3 episodes. Is going to drop this Friday. So anyway, that was my reaction or review to the first 3 episodes of The Boys season 2 on Amazon Prime. Leave your comments down below. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you thought about the first 3 episodes, man, because this is crazy. This is really, really crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for spending the time to watch this video. On the way out, if you liked the video, hit that like button, share this video, tell your friends about Downtime with Demille. Look, man, if you can see this video, you are truly blessed. Believe that. And as always, what are you gonna do in your downtime? Peace. Subscribe.